right, so it's time to put the custom Map 6 JB4 tune to the test. And the question is, did we crack over 300 horsepower? So to go ahead and crack it to you right now, we did crack that 300 horsepower mark, which was a huge goal that I had in mind for it. Again, a huge shout out to 8-Speed Joel, because he killed it for sure with this initial tune on the car. Now the question is, how much over 300 horsepower did we get, which is pretty cool. So nonetheless, we're gonna get into the results, but before we get into any of that, I want to just say a huge shout out to SoCal N Club. They are truly an awesome car club out here, and a big shout out as well to Logic Tuning, just for having the club out there as well. A great group of folks, great community. Really just love just what they stand for. If you own an N car and you're in SoCal, you're part of the club. No extra fees and dues, and whatever they raise money for throughout these, they actually put that back into the club to do cool things. We had a cool sim racer out there with a whole trailer with like 4 or 5 different sim setups, just good pizza, all kinds of things, and it's a great group of folks for sure. And also a huge shout out to Jet. He was a photographer out there, which he also owns an Elantra into, pretty clean one as well. But huge shout out, he got some amazing pictures of the car, and he was just hustling. He was all over the place getting shots for other people, and just took the time with every car that wanted to get shots. Obviously you got some others that weren't necessarily planning for it as well, but he just really was committed to doing what he does, and he did it really well with some of the edits that came out. So nonetheless, just wanted to shout those guys out, just that they're just an awesome club, and I'm really just happy that I was able to be a part of that for sure. Last one was 310. Oh, nice. Dude, I'll take it.
Dude, give me your specs on your Better?
Oh yeah, 317.
What was it before?
310. So as you guys can see, we put down on the first run 310 horsepower to the wheels. I think I was around 303 foot-pounds of torque, which is actually pretty interesting because it's kind of flopped how I was seeing with some of the tuned cars, how they actually put out a good amount more torque than they put out horsepower. So obviously that's just probably a quirk of the JB4, and again, just maybe not as much of the tunability factor that you get from an actual ECU tune, but cracking over 310, running about 22 to 23 PSI, unoctane learned, was truly just a cool thing to see. But the cool thing was I did decide to do a second run, and I drove the car around, got it up to operating temps, made it sure it was ready. And in that run, without doing anything different, I was on 93 octane fuel, which was great. The car put down 317 wheel horsepower, and that blew me away. Obviously, some of the base tunes I'm seeing with Logic are putting the car around like 330 to 340. So there's some makeup to get to there if I'm, comparing that to the JB4. But 317 off of a simple custom 6 map tune was pretty impressive. So again, big shout out to 8-Speed Joel, you killed it. There were folks asking about, how they can get in touch with him.
Dude, give me your specs on your map.
Get their custom 6 dialed in. So hoping that I was a catalyst to maybe get some more folks his way. But nonetheless, the big thing about this that I want to share with you guys was actually a byproduct of, again, how awesome SoCal N is. They had a cool raffle at the end of the show, or at the end of the event, and you could basically buy as many tickets as you wanted and get yourself into the raffle. I decided to buy 10 tickets. There was a guy, shout out, I can't quite remember his name right now, I met him at the event. He bought 40 tickets.
Tobias, what are you doing? Throwing money at the problem. Okay, money isn't the solution to every problem. It is if you've gotten up.
And I got a water bottle, as you can see. This is gonna be a little spot here that I'm gonna be using a little bit more often. But the big thing that I am super grateful for in the raffle was my measly 10 tickets got me actually into running for a 30% discount on Lozic's tune, ECU, and then the tune therefore after. And this is why I say that the JB4 might be more short-lived than I thought. Is again seeing firsthand what the Lozic tune can do with the car. I've already heard that even though the JB4 puts out good power, you'll start to see just how much smoother the power is with a true ECU tune. And here is where you can come in and help. I am going to tune the car at 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna go with Lozic because they're local in the area and Daniel knows exactly what he's doing. But at 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna get the car tuned, and so that'll be that point where I switch over from JB4 to a true tune. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to kind of see the catalyst of that, and obviously the videos to come based on that, definitely be sure to subscribe, share, let some folks know that there's this content going on that's kind of pushing forward in the platform. I'm not the only one doing this, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm just kind of trying to be the pioneer here. There's a lot of people who have gotten this tune and are just killing it out there, but I really want to experience that, but I want this to be the driving force to get us there. So like I always say, like, subscribe, do all of the things. Appreciate you guys for all the views so far. We're cruising to 500, but obviously the goal is 1,000 and beyond. So look forward to talking to you guys soon.